Ooh, still too much. All right, 2 minutes. We're in Buenos dias, Buenos dias. Wake up, wake up. I had to take vacation. You already know, love your soul, not your raw. I'm the Cosmic here. Buenos dias. Today is Wisdom Wednesday. Um, just wanted to talk about something real quick. Well, not real quick, but kind of sort of. Um, mental health. Mental health, right? Mental health is extremely important for you to have just an overall healthy life, physically, emotionally, um, socially. Mental health is very important. If you are having, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a psychologist, a psychiatrist. I'm just someone that has gone through some things like mental health, and I was able to get through it. Not with the help of anyone, say professional. I did attend, but I read a lot of books about it. Um, and I applied um, a lot of what I read in my life on a daily basis. It's not an easy thing to know that you have some type of dissidence or some type of confusion or some type of misunderstanding of your own mental, and then try to attempt to recondition that. First, you got to figure out why you have that condition, why you have that um, confusion or dissonance or um, too much mental energy, too much mental thought. Why do you have that? You got to figure that out first. Now, if you go to a psychiatrist, psychologist, I know, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, burned in the bonfire, they're medical doctors, right? You know what they're going to do? They're going to prescribe you pills. And I know that. I know that for a fact because that's what they do. That's what they've been taught. They've been taught to either not subdue, but just temporarily fix the situation. And then what's going to happen is that once you do that, your body's going to go to another mental chemical reaction that's going to be affected by these chemicals. And if you stop using them, your condition may become worse. Now, again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a chemist. I am someone who went through that. I'm someone who went to someone to talk to what I didn't understand. However, I do read books, and I love reading books. When there's something going on, I got to get a book about it. So that's what really helped me with my medical condition when I had cancer, and when I was going through this mental dissidence, right? Where basically, I'm an empath, and I used to take everybody's energy in, and I used to just make myself, um, I don't get what you're saying. Anyway, so what I was trying to do was figure out, they would give me like these exercises, I don't know if you ever been to a psychiatrist or psychologist. They give you exercises, and then these exercises are, depending on how you exercise them, they put you in a certain category, right? And in that category, they diagnose you in a certain manner. And then that diagnostic, they end up giving you, some kind of substance. All right, you good, man? My bad. I like jokes. So, the reason now that you say that, right, like laughing and joking when you're having like issues in life is the best thing. Like, it'll help you, heal yourself. So that's, I love laughing and joking, bro. Believe me. It's a great healer. So about that. So how do you know that you got something mental going on other than somebody else telling you? Right? Because normally, from what my experience is that people say things to you that are not doctors, and they're just people who are around you. They say things to you like, man, you're crazy, or, well, to me anyway, you're crazy, man, because I did things differently, or, just things that people would say to make you feel a certain way, to make you think a certain way, to give you cognitive dissonance, to confuse you, to put you in a spotlight where they want you to be. And that's very, very destructive, is very painful, because eventually, if you're like me and you start learning about it, you get up out of there. You get away from those people who did these things to you. And some of them did it on purpose. And it's painful to even think that somebody who say that they love you, say that they care about you, would intentionally try to manipulate your mind to make you think something that you're not, or something that. Oh, I'm talking about mental health, man. Thank you for asking the question. I appreciate you. This channel is called Love Your Soul, Not Your Role, where we practice reconditioning in every sense: mind, body, soul. Wake up, wake up. Thank you for the question. So again, I'm just somebody sharing my experiences of life. I'm not a doctor. I've read a lot of books. Doesn't mean that, that I'm an expert. I don't have a certificate. I'm just trying to share some lifelong remedies, or that I've learned throughout my whole life, that I'm implementing just now. And it's never too late, right? It's never too late. It's not. I'm way, way, way more me than I was when I was around people who try to manipulate me for their gain. So when you figure out, right, if you have the time, you should. But sometimes, mental illnesses, mental health and mental dissonance and mental confusion won't allow you to read a book, won't allow you to even put those things in place. Like, I've seen people, you guys already know people that are way beyond terms of even clinical help. You see them on the streets, you see them talking to themselves. I talk to myself all the time. Does that mean I'm crazy? No. What that means is I'm consulting myself. Like, I'll do stuff like this. No, I'm not going to do that, because if I do, this is me. I'm walking down to the store, doing whatever. I'll see something like, I don't need that. Like, straight like that. Because I need that stability. That helps me. I'm hyper vigilant. I'm hypersensitive. Keeping to myself and fortifying my mind is a way to help me observe and respond if I need to. But when I observe and respond not only to protect my own mental health, but also to disengage anything that might or may put me in a position where I can't control my thoughts, where I can't understand where these things. So I need to be really clear all the time, no matter, if it's a brief interaction, if it's something to do with just me, I need to be clear about